What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you today here on Farming Simulator 25. Today we're going to be harvesting some sunflowers. We are on a different save than we were before, but we're going to get going here today, harvest some sunflowers. So we're going to get the S7900 unfolded here. This is also our soybean field over here that's ready to go. But we're doing sunflowers right now, getting all the sunflowers knocked out, and then we will get into doing soybeans and then corn, because that's all ready right now. We'll go ahead and get our AI worker settings set up here. Sorry, we're blocking traffic right now. Sorry. There we go. Yep, looks great. Get him going there. He's going to take care of himself. We're going to grab the AF11 here and get running with this machine. Now, we do have a 12-row corn head on this combine because the bigger corn head that we can make red is an 18-row that does not fold. And I don't really want to take it off the combine, so we're going to go with this 12-row, even though it is absolutely tiny on this combine. We'll go ahead though and start cutting into the field of sunflowers here. The John Deere combine is going to run the headlands and everything. We're going to just start going back and forth with the AF11. I do love how in this game, when you get to fall time, the grass changes to be a brown color. Look at that over there by the semis. That stuff looks awesome. That was something that we never got in the last Farming Simulator games because it would be the middle of winter and our grass would still be green. So I love to see this. And the trees look a lot more realistic, to be honest. They're a little bit more brown than what they would look like being bright orange in the last game. We got about 4 more fields of sunflowers left to go on the farm this year. We've got 3 or so done, 4 done already. We'll let him go past here though, and then we will turn around and get going again. I'm still having issues with the like stickers, decals on all the stuff, so they're still really blurry. There's supposed to be an update coming soon, and I'm hoping that that'll maybe fix it. But for right now, we kind of just got to deal with what we got. Otherwise, besides that issue right now, the graphics and everything in this game look really good. I'm loving it, and the equipment, ground deformation, all that stuff looks good. Just once we can get all these stickers all loading in properly, because they are not loading in properly right now, looking really blurry and stuff, which looks terrible. But I'm hoping that that gets fixed here in the patch coming out soon. This head looks so tiny on this big combine, especially if you put out the auger. The auger is insanely long. It just makes this thing look so weird right now. The one thing I will say though here on Riverbend Springs, I don't love how the fields are so small. I feel like that's where Elm Creek won a little bit. It had a little bit bigger fields, and I kind of liked that. Everything just seems so small, like big American, whoops, sorry sign. Big American equipment just doesn't really seem to have a place here on this map. I mean, because by the time I get 2 combines running on this field, we're pretty much done with the field. Having the dynamic shadows too is also a really cool feature. You can see the shadows moving across the field. That's looking really cool, and I'm glad they added that into the game. You can see there's also some glitches with the ground deformation yet. Hopefully that gets figured out too. Harvesting sunflowers. I have yet to experience a tornado in this game, so I'm kind of looking forward to experiencing one. Hopefully maybe here coming up in the summer months, but still got a little ways to go for that yet. Got the tractor and grain cart sitting up on the side of the field there. We really don't need it on this field because it's so small. I'm only at almost a quarter of a tank on the combine. We have like 2 passes left on this field. Also, I love how the weeds turn brown when everything else browns down too. That kind of makes it look real nice in the game. We'll let the S series go on by here. He's probably going to be confused because I took away all the rest of his end rows, but oh well. Yeah, there's no more over there, buddy. Well, we'll just let him mind his own business for now. We'll keep going. here to get the rest of the field knocked out. The only bad thing with the new helper system is if I wanted to just hire a helper just to do these 2 passes here, the helper gets really confused and won't just do like normal back and forth passes like what it did in the old game, unfortunately. And now he's driving his passes because he thinks that there might be sunflowers there yet. So it does not work very well with helpers if you're running 2 machines on one field. That's another downside, I guess. Because he's trying to harvest over there in that corner when there is nothing left over there. Just zooming across the field with the head up. While I'm looking at him, I'm missing a whole bunch. It's a pretty neat round barn up there. I am excited for more mods to come out though. I know Giants did a halfway decent job with the game, but there's just some more equipment that I'd like to see, and a little bit more American equipment. Like that S-Series, I'd love to be able to get wheels on it, make it a little bit more American, as well as the 8R. The 8R you can't make look very American, so I'd love to have mods for that, and older equipment too. I just can't wait. And maps too. Oh, he's gonna go back and get what I missed for me. There we go. He harvested some sunflowers. He can feel accomplished now. And we just wrapped that up too, so field is all done here. We're gonna unload straight into the semis over here because there's no point in putting it in the grain cart. I got 38%. It's gonna be barely anything. We'll get the John Deere unloaded in here too and head over to our next field, since this field took us a whole 11 minutes to harvest. There we go, all unloaded. We'll go ahead and fold the head and fold the grain tank up. There we go. He finished up here. Got half a tank on this combine, so we'll go ahead and get this unloaded down there and take this over to our next field. Where we have the long auger issue on the other combine, we run into this one with the 40-foot head and a shorter auger and being real close then. There we go. We almost filled one hopper of one semi. So we'll go ahead and get that filled up, and we're going to check where our next field is at, because I know we got 3 of them left, but I don't remember where they're at. Okay, yeah, so we got 3 fields down here. They're kind of all next to each other, 2 small ones and a big one. So we're going to have to head down there, maybe get the John Deere taken down there first and working on one of the smaller fields. Or maybe we just start out with the big one and just have him start taking off end rows. This is a sweet looking harvesting rig here. I love this thing. Nice S7 with a big 16-row folding corn head. Sweet rig. Pairs nicely with our 8RX and J&M grain cart, which I also love. There are parts of this map that do look very scenic, and I kind of enjoy it. There's just some aspects that I don't quite love. I'm not a person from the South, and I believe this map is based off of Mississippi. Elm Creek more suited me from the Midwest, based in Iowa. A little bit closer to where I'm from. Here's one of our big cornfields that we'll get into another day. Okay, we found our big sunflower field here, so we'll go ahead and get things unfolded and get him going, taking off end rows while we get the AF11 down here. There we go, he's harvesting sunflowers. Got the AF11, we're heading down to the field. Oh, he's trying to pass me. We're going the same speed though. Come on. You got it. You made me take out a sign. Oh, okay, whatever. Man, I just can't get over this brown grass on this map. That is awesome. I love that so much. I've seen it in so many other maps, in older versions of the game, on PC maps. I'm so happy to see it be a base game thing now. I mean, look at that. It makes it look like it's actually fall. And winter will actually look like it's winter. Okay, we're gonna see if we can... Well, maybe I need to wait with him a little bit. Wait till we got one end row passed down, and then maybe I can try setting him up to not do end rows. While we're waiting, we'll grab the 8RX and our grain cart. I love this J&M X1112 grain cart. I love J&M grain carts. Love to finally see it in the game. And this one's looking pretty sweet in here. The only thing that I think I kind of have an issue with on this J&M grain cart is, if you know how these things work in real life, the auger right now on it is in storage mode, storage and transport mode all the way down. But there is also a field mode where the auger sits like horizontal, like right about there. But it can't do that in here, and I don't know, maybe someone will make a modded version of that eventually. But that's probably about my only issue with this grain cart right now. Otherwise, very solid. Like, probably about the only thing that's base game that I'll be using a year from now. Okay, cart is here. I guess while we're at it, we'll just go grab the semis. We got the International Trainstar here, as well as the Volvo. I love that Volvo. I mean, I like this old International, but I don't know. That Volvo is really nice too. The International seems to have some issues turning sometimes. Like if I got a full load and I'm trying to turn, it doesn't turn. But it's still a pretty decent truck. I personally think it would look better with a Wilson pace setter on it, because I like the Wilson pace setters better, and I really wish that they would have put that in the game or come out with a mod of it. But, you know, we can hope. Hopefully down the road. Get her up the hill here. Look at the inside of this thing too. Pretty sweet looking truck here, if you can keep it on the road. Oh yeah, full speed going down the hill. There we go, put her in 8th. Hopefully not smoke that car. There we go. We are cruising with the International. There we go, that'll work for now. We'll just go ahead and grab the Volvo too. Why not get everything down here? I don't know what it is about this truck, but this Volvo is really nice. I do not like Volvo trucks in real life, to be completely honest. Just not a big fan of them. But this one's a really good looking rig, and I love it. Look at that thing. Honestly, right now though, there's been like no time where I've actually needed 2 semi-trucks on this map, because the fields are all just so small. Oh, you're turning. Oh, I saved that one there. Helper's got an 80% grain tank, so we better unload him on the go and then get the AF11 running. Pull the Volvo in right here. That'll work. Also, the walking. I don't know. There's just something that it doesn't feel the same as 22. Like, after you stop moving, you like drift a little bit yet. I don't know. Grab the 8RX here, and once he gets, well, hopefully he doesn't just straight turn around so then I can't unload him. Okay, well, he says he's stuck now, so we're just gonna unhire him and unload him quick, and then hire him back up so he can get back to what he's doing. Also, if we compare corn heads here, I don't know why the dirt texture is like completely making the tips of the red corn head, the Geringhoff one, brown, but like that's not really happening. It's more even on the deer head, whereas it's like just the tips on the Geringhoff. I don't know. It's interesting. There we go. He's unloaded here. Go ahead and try and get him hired up again. Yeah, you're going to do a whole bunch of circles and stuff, and I don't know what you're going to do, so we're going to hop in the AF11. Try and get him figured out. The rows, I don't remember what way he's setting up the rows. So the rows are going to run parallel to the road down here, which I'm assuming will run with the rows. So what we're going to try doing here in AI worker, we're going to turn off working the headlands. We're going to set it to 3 headlands. Actually, no, we'll leave it on 2. And then hopefully that will work for him here. That's what we're going to hope, at least. Okay, he skipped a little bit. Actually, if we're going to have another pass... Actually, yeah, I should have just left it. Another pass, he's going to come around with another pass with the John Deere combine, so we'll be fine. But now I messed him up and still... Okay, whatever. Do whatever you want. The Deere combine will be coming around. We'll take care of that last little bit on the edge there. Might as well go unload him on the go, since he's doing a lot of the harvesting. see, once we get the end rows off this field, like literally there's like not that much left. These fields are pretty small. And then we just got these two little fields right over there. Go ahead and pull up right beside him here. Set our cruise control on. Man, this is the harvesting rig setup. This is looking good. Beautiful setup. Okay, pretty much got him unloaded there, so I think we're just going to turn around here and wait for the AF11 to make its way through, and then once it turns around, hopefully we'll be able to unload him. Oh, I'm right by him here. Should get out of the way. Hopefully he turns the right way. And I mean, if you look on the entire map, Field 76 right down here where we're at right now is honestly one of the bigger fields on the entire map, and it still feels pretty small. Okay, so the AF11 is going to decide to go the other way. So we're going to go back down to the other end of the field and wait for him to turn around again, and then we'll unload him. If you're enjoying the video today, make sure to hit that like button. Also consider subscribing to the channel and hit that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, whether it be Farming Simulator 25 or American Farming or Model Farm Toy reviews. I hope you guys enjoying the video here today on Farming Simulator. This is not American Farming. We're getting some sunflower harvest done. Having a good time here. So look at that rig right there. That is the tractor and grain cart setup. There we go. He's going to take off the last end row now. And we'll be all opened up on this side. Hopefully he decides to start harvesting over on this side. Okay, the AF11 is about to the end here, so get him turned around here and we'll show you guys how crazy big this auger is. So literally, if you look at where the wheel tracks were for the last pass he made, we're gonna have to be like on the complete other side of those. We're like into the next pass almost. But there we go, we're unloading him on the go. Look at that crazy auger. Well, got him unloaded. We'll go unload the deer one more time, as long as we can get to his auger. Having a little bit of fun doing some grain carting here. Not very many times you get to do that on this map. You get a field big enough that you can have two combines running solid. Okay, you gonna keep going, buddy? Can I grab you real quick? Unload you? He's already got over a half a load on him again here. Unloading on the go. And there we go, he's empty. Well guys, that's probably going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed some sunflower harvest here on Farming Simulator 25. If you did, give it a like. Also consider subscribing to the channel. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comment section below. But I hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time on Farming Simulator 25. What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you here on the channel today on Farming Simulator 25 again. And we finished up sunflower harvest a little bit ago, and we are on to corn harvest. A little bit of corn harvest here before it gets dark out tonight. So we're going to get the John Deere combine rolling here on some passes here now. Okay, so he wants to do the field a different way than what I thought. The rows are going that way, so I thought they were going to want to go that way, but he wants to do the field this way. So I guess we'll get him lined up here. Okay, we got two headlands. Work the headlands off. So there we go. Go ahead and get to work now. We'll grab the AF11 here and take that over to the field because we're literally like right next to it here. So we'll go ahead and just drive this thing over there, get him started going. Got about half a load on the grain cart right now, so we're gonna need to get some semis unloaded because I haven't got the semis unloaded yet. They are still full of sunflowers. So we'll go ahead and bring him over here. We're gonna start him probably middle of the field or so. Okay, go ahead and start harvesting. Hopefully he figures out how to do stuff here. I'm just gonna stay with him here quick, make sure he gets going how he's supposed to, lined up here on his line. There we go, he'll be good. See, we got 85% on the grain cart. We're going to need to go dump a load of sunflowers. So we're going to see where sunflowers are selling best at right now, because we're just going to sell them straight off the field. Honestly, the prices are all about the same. We're going to take this over to Grain Barge Terminal 1 because that's not too far away. We are playing on the new patch of the game here, and I was hoping it'd fix some of the issues with the textures and everything, which it did for about the first 2 minutes of opening up the game, but now it's back to its old ways of looking terrible again. But we'll get the Transtar over here to Grain Barge Terminal 1 and get this thing unloaded so we can start filling it with corn. There we go, not too far of a drive. We'll pull in here, try not to hit any signs, and head down here by the river and get this thing unloaded. Another reason why I wish we still had the Wilsons is because I hate having to dump 3 hoppers, which is how many this Load King has. I do gotta say, as we get into evening time here, the lighting in this game looks really nice. And now all we need is for our textures to work out, and we'll have a great looking game. Okay, there we go. Sunflowers are unloaded. We'll head back up to the cornfield. There we go. I think we'll just pull off into the ditch here. Looks like the combines are getting full, but I want to get the other semi dumped before we get into running grain cart, just so then we can kind of get the field knocked out real quick without having to take any more grain to town right now. Dumping sunflowers. There we go. We'll head on back to the field. There we go. We'll pull that in, park it right there. We'll grab the grain cart and go unload it, and then go unload the combines. Get our auger put out there. Start filling the Volvo up here. There we go. All unloaded. And we'll go unload the S7 now. Always with my luck, they get stuck on the wrong side. But we'll get him unloaded here into the cart, and then we'll go unload the AF11. There we go, all unloaded. We'll get him turned around and back working. And I believe the AF11, he's going to start harvesting on this side of the area here. So then we'll be knocking out this chunk from both sides. He's not too full yet. Doesn't fill up too quick with this little 12-row corn head. Need to get a mod for a folding 16-row. Or we just need to get the deer head for this one. Because it's so nice and convenient being able to fold it up and move from field to field without having to deal with trailers. There we go, got him unloaded though, so we'll go ahead and dump the grain cart again. I love this J&M grain cart. It's got a really nice long auger too, so you can reach from a long ways away. And if we need to reach closer, we can just adjust the spout in and out. It's pretty nice. I believe this will fill this semi-truck. We'll go ahead and start filling the Transtar up. We'll wait till the S7 gets down to this side and then unload them on the go. We're getting wrapped up with this field. This is one of the bigger fields on the map, and it did not take us very long with these 2 big combines. We got one more big cornfield down on the south side of the map here, field 88, so we're probably just going to be staying down here with the machines. We'll take semis back because the corn is going in the bin at home, but we're going to leave the combines down here overnight because we got this big cornfield to knock out tomorrow. And then honestly, we might switch over to beans from there, maybe just pull the bean trailers down here because we only have 3 bean fields and they're all in this south kind of area of the county here, so we might as well just pull those down here instead of driving the combines all the way back. And then we have this one tiny little field of corn up north to knock out, and then there's our farm. So might as well just get as much as we can done down here in the bottom part of the county without having to take the machines back home. This John Deere sure does fill up fast. He's got over a half load already. There we go, unloading on the go with the S7 and the 8RX. Sweet harvesting rig here. There we go, got him all taken care of, unloaded. We might not even need the case to turn around. The deer might take care of everything here, I'm not quite sure. No, don't try unloading into each other. Okay, well they'll get it wrapped up on this pass here, so we'll take the grain cart back up to the trucks, get it unloaded. Last load of the field. I believe this grain cart does have a light on the auger too, so that's pretty nice. There we go, grain cart is unloaded. We'll just go ahead and park it right over here for the night. Then we'll get things moved over in the morning and start taking off end rows on that next field. We'll take the deer over here and get him unloaded as well. We'll go ahead and fold up the corn head. Go ahead and fold the grain tank up on the machine, and we'll park it over here by the grain cart for the night. Corn's yielding pretty good to see. I don't know why the case thought he had to harvest nothing, but oh well. Corn's yielding good though, so that's all that matters. Go ahead and get the case with the crazy long auger unloaded here. and then fold it up for the night. And then we'll tarp one of the semis, and then we'll take the other semi back home and get that unloaded, and then come back and get the next one in the morning. There we go. We'll shut off the harvesters. It's a little early to quit, but we're not going to want to take out end rows yet anymore, so we'll go ahead and tarp the Transtar and leave that there overnight since we still got a little bit of room in it. We'll take the Volvo home and maybe see if we can get the auger set up yet tonight. Come on, Volvo, make it up the hill. There we go, we're cresting the hill. Time to get going, get some speed heading down. Well, we made it here into town, and then to get to the farm we gotta head this way around that sharp corner, across the train tracks and up the hill a little bit, and then we are back at the farm. I haven't showed you guys the farm yet, so we'll show you guys once we get back up there. If you guys are enjoying the video, give a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel and hit that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, whether it be Farming Simulator 25, American Farming, or anything model farm toy related. Oh, hello, school bus. Yep, pull right out in front of me, even though you got a stop sign there. Whatever. Don't know what school bus is doing on this road at 5:15, but we have made it back up here to the farmyard, so we'll go ahead and pull in here. Here is the farmyard. Got the farmhouse up here, got the Quonset over on this side of the yard with the fuel barrel there, as well as our barn here, which normally has a grain cart in it and has a couple other pieces of equipment in it. Now we got the bean heads sitting out here because I don't want to back them in anywhere. We got this old building right here, which we're going to need to grab our 6R out of, because the 6R is going to run the auger for us. So we'll go ahead and, well, I guess it's a conveyor. Got the main shop over here, got some of our tillage stuff sitting outside because my sheds, nope, hell, that'd be broken now. All my sheds are too small to fit that big tillage equipment in, but we'll come back here, grab the conveyor. We'll go ahead and get the conveyor raised up to reach into our tall bin here. Always a little bit of fun doing this at night, but you know, it'll work. If we can get it done now, that's nice compared to the morning when we're trying to get going again, and it got real dark out now. But almost backed up there. I'll get us a little closer. There we go. We're right on top of it. We'll lower us down a little bit. That's a little too far down. I think that ought to be close. Put our conveyor out a little bit. We'll go ahead and pull the Volvo in here. Kind of a little bit of a tight yard. That's kind of how I wanted to design it. So we'll try and get this thing turned in here. Go ahead and swing our hopper out now. No, I didn't want to get in the conveyor. I don't know why our hopper's like sitting in the air right now. Not sure why our auger's hooked up to our 3-point hitch either. Well, maybe it's going to make us have to run it without the tractor hooked up, which is kind of odd. Go ahead and get us settled back down there. There we go. Maybe we are close on it now. Nope. I thought I was in the semi-truck driving now. Okay. Come on. There we go. We got the trigger to dump corn now. But I drove past it now, apparently. Okay, there we go. We are dumping corn, and it is showing in the bin. So we are going. Everything is awesome. We got the main shop over here. We'll show you the inside of the main shop here quick. Oh, is that a light? Nope, that's a lock door. Well, I don't know how to turn the lights on in here right now, but we got a pickup header, 8RT, 370, 715 quad, as well as the 9RX 640 in here right now. So that's about all we got in there. We'll go finish unloading the semi though. Get the middle hopper dumping now. Get the last hopper of the semi dumping here, and then we will get everything shut down here. Get our hopper swung back there. We'll shut that off and get the lights shut off on the tractor. Hop in the semi here. We don't really have a good way to pull things around right now, so I guess we'll just kind of go through the sorghum field here and pull on this driveway, the back side of the place, and go back out to the road and come back in, I guess. Except it's dark out and I lost the driveway. There it is. Okay, there we go. We'll park the semi up in the yard for the night. Thank you everyone for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like. Also consider subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of March, so let's see if we can get there. We need about 800 more. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comments section below. But I hope you have a great day. I will see you all later and in the next video of Farming Simulator 25 on Riverbend Springs. Oh, what's going on everyone? It is the morning now. We're going to hop in the Volvo and get it taken back out to the field. We're going to go ahead and get the harvest fleet moved over to our second to last cornfield of the year. Get that thing knocked out and maybe then even start on some beans here today, but we'll see about that. We got the semi unloaded last night. We'll go ahead and head back down to the fields. It is a little bit dark out here. It's 8 o'clock in November. It is what it is. Corn is going to be just fine to harvest. If we were doing beans now, we wouldn't be able to do those quite yet because they would be a little bit tough in the morning. But corn, we're going to be completely fine. We're going to make this really sharp turn because, you know, we get to deal with a lot of those on this map. But we're going to head down there, get everything ready to go, and hopefully by the time we actually get going on some of this stuff, it should probably be a little bit more light out. I probably should be driving with my lights on too, you know. A little bit foggy down here in the river bottoms this morning. We get closer to the river here and it'll be really foggy. Yeah, look at all that fog sitting down there on the river. I should have took that turn. It's looking like it's going to be a beautiful sunny day here though on the farm, so that's all good. Great day for harvesting. Gonna have to be the last day of harvest too. Still got some decent amount of crop to get out of the field. There's the harvest fleet. We'll go ahead and take the semi over to the next field and then come back, start transferring some stuff over. I couldn't remember if our cornfield was over there or not, so I had to pull up my map on Operations Center, but it's not over there. It's up over the top of this hill. So we'll keep going a little bit more here. Very hilly area back over here in this part of the county. There's our cornfield. It's not as big as the last one, but it still is a decent sized field. We're going to see if we can get the semi, kind of try to get it pulled in here in between power lines. Keep it out of the roadway. We'll try our best. That'll work for now. We'll go ahead. I don't have anyone to drive me right now, so I guess we'll just take a walk back over to the rest of the harvest fleet. Okay, we got over here to the combine. Why are we hiring helpers? I didn't tell you to hire a helper. I told you to turn your lights on. Kind of interesting how the first set of lights makes the yellow points on the corn head light up, which I don't think is a feature in real life. No, stop unfolding. Well, we got light up and snoots. Don't think that's how that works, but okay. We'll go ahead and get this on down the road here, unfolded, and then we'll probably have him start going on headlands while I get the AF11 over here, as well as the grain cart and the other semi-truck. Oh, I love it how these lights on the corn head shine right back in my face. Okay, there's not really a great field approach or anything for this field, so we're kind of just going to have to get opened up here on the road and kind of hope that we're not in the way of traffic. But we're unfolded already, so we'll bring up our setup here. Work the headlands on. Yep, I'm going to have you do headlands. Okay, there you go. Get harvesting. There we go. We'll grab the AF11, take him over to the field next. We'll go ahead and just get the AF11 pulled off to the side here. We're not going to get him going until the John Deere finishes the end rows. We'll go ahead and bring over the tractor and grain cart next, and then we'll come back and get the Transtar. Beautiful morning drive with the 8RX. And there we go, got the cart brought up here now. Last but not least, we'll get the TranStar moved up here to the next field. Come on, TranStar, make it up the hill. Oh, downshift. There we go. Shift down another one. This is a big hill right here. There we go, we made it. There we go, we'll park the TranStar there. It's got a little less than half of a load left on it that we can fill. We'll go ahead and get the AF11 unfolded here. I'm going to assume that the John Deere is going to take one of the ends, so I guess we'll just try getting this guy going down the center of the cornfield here. The Deere combine's about full, so I'm going to hope that he turns around once he gets to the end of his pass and starts going back the other way. So hopefully we can go ahead and unload him going back, unless he gets full before he gets back here, which will probably happen. Eating corn though, knocking it out. Okay, well he made it to the end. Now is he going to turn around and go back down this pass he just came? No, he's not going to do that. Okay, well he did that in the last field, so I thought maybe he'd do it this time. Come back here, buddy. I can't unload you going that way. Yeah, 98% isn't going to get you very far, so I'm going to need to unload you quick. Just a quick unload into the cart here, and then we'll get you back on your way. This thing's about out of diesel, too. Just noticed that now. We ain't holding you up. You got plenty of room to make it down that road. There we go. You can get back to work now. Hop back over here into the 8RX. This thing looks so sweet. This whole rig looks sweet, and I know I've said that so many times in the last couple of videos. But this thing just, it's a good looking machine, especially paired with this grain cart. Good looking setup here. There we go, the cart is empty. We'll go ahead, turn around, hopefully catch the AF11 on his next pass here, get him unloaded. He's probably not going to have too much on him, but we just keep something for us to do, I guess. I think we are going to get into some beans after this. We got field 91 right there, that's beans, so I think we'll hop into that next once we knock out this field of corn, because honestly, it's not going to take us too much longer. Come unload the AF11. Then once we get back over to beans, maybe the AF11 will start feeling like it's doing something again, because I don't think the 12-row corn head is much work for this machine. Well, now we kind of just wait. Both combines are pretty much unloaded. Not really much of anything to do right now. We could go unload the cart again, but I don't know what point that really is at this point. Once the Deere finishes up his end rows here, he's gonna be knocking stuff out really quick again. Like I said, we do have one small field of corn up here, field 27, but that's so small that I'll probably only take one combine over there. I'll probably just take the Deere over there and knock that thing out real quick once we're done with beans, because all of our bean fields are down in this area and we're right here right now. I guess we will go unload the cart right now just for the heck of it. I'm also getting pretty familiar with how the AI helpers are working to do the fields here, so then I can get two machines running on the field. I finally figured it out. It's kind of working now. If the TranStar's full, we'll go ahead and start filling the Volvo now. Guess we can shut the lights off on the TranStar. We don't really need those on sitting there. Starting to get light out here. Go ahead and unload the Deere on the go here. Unloading corn. Real efficient here with two combines and keeping them running all the time. There we go, he's unloaded. I guess we'll go see how the AF11's doing over here. If you're enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button. Also consider subscribing to the channel. And as well, hit that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, whether it be Farming Simulator 25, American farming, or anything that has to do with model toy farming. Looks like the AF11 is about to finish up his pass over here, so I would assume he's going to start going on this bigger patch over here next. I don't think he really needs to be unloaded because he's got a big grain tank and he has a tiny head, so not as bad as what the Deere one does, but I would assume he's going to go start harvesting over here on this bigger chunk. Maybe he thinks there's more corn over there yet. I don't know. Would be really nice to have a 16 row on that AF11. Guess I'll just keep filling trucks slowly. There we go. He's figured out his way over there now, so he'll get to work. We'll just wait. Maybe we'll unload the Deere again. First person view also looks really nice in this game. I'm kind of liking it, especially with this 8RX. You see the tracks move back and forth and it looks real cool. He's got about a half load over here on the S7, so we'll go ahead and unload him and then catch the AF11 going back the other direction. Once both these combines turn around, we're pretty much going to be done with this field. Very confused why the whole field looks green on this soybeans until I start walking down here. That's a little... Because from up here, the whole field looks green, and that's the next field we're going to be harvesting. Yeah, not even a half load over here on the AF11, but we'll go ahead and get him emptied here. Once that John Deere turns around, I think that'll pretty much about be it on the field. Yep, I think that deer did get the last pass here. So once the combines get down to this side, we'll be done with the majority of our corn. There we go, the cart's empty. We'll just park him right over here for now. Go ahead and take the case, get him unloaded, get all the corn out of him, because that's probably about all the corn that the AF11 is going to do this year. Because that last little field, I'm just going to take the S7 up there, get the corn head folded up here, get the auger folded in, and the S series is done as well. So we'll go ahead and get him unloaded in the semi here. And then I got a friend that is able to come pick me up here and is going to take me back up to the farm to be able... That didn't happen. I don't know what you're talking about. He's going to be able to take me back up to the farm, and I'm going to be able to pull one of the bean heads down here. Then we're just going to get started a little bit on beans to finish out this video here today, guys. Go ahead and grab our International Scout here. Now this thing is a little bit small to be pulling our huge head trailers around with, but that's kind of... Oh, never mind, I forgot. We can't hook pickups up to head trailers for some reason in this game. Forgot about that. We're not taking the International. We're going to take the 6R then. I don't quite understand why we can't pull them behind a pickup truck, but oh well. We'll start heading down there with the 6R. I'm just such a good driver with really long trailers. Oh, too many turns on this map to get down there. Head trailer isn't going to be in one piece anymore by the time I get there. At least this thing goes 33 miles an hour though. Got the big 50-foot draper here though for the AF11, so he can really start getting to work. Taking a little bit more crop in than what he's doing on corn. Okay, well we'll pull in here, find a kind of level spot to pull into our super green soybean field. I don't know, they need... Whoa! Why did the tractor just turn right? Okay. But they need to do something about that. Green underlayer on a soybean field that's ready to harvest. That just looks odd, to say the least. We'll go ahead and park that right there. We'll go ahead, get the not the X9, this is not an X9, this is a AF11. We'll take the AF11 over there. We'll just drop the corn head on the ground for right now. Hook up to the bean head, and then once we're done with the field, we'll end up putting the bean head back into the trailer farm, and then just hook back up to the corn head. Just this way we don't have to make a whole bunch of extra trips. But like, why is the whole field green? Like, even if you're up close looking at the soybean textures, the plants are way too green. Like, I would not be harvesting these things in real life. Corn's even on the side of a little bit too green. That's a little bit more doable though than soybeans being green. Shoot, I forgot I still had the corn head on the front. I was trying to hook up to it with the corn head on. That ain't gonna work. Go ahead and just put that there. There we go. Got the head hooked up. We'll fold the trailer in. We ran over a few beans, but oh well. It is what it is. We'll go ahead, turn the combine on here and get going. But if you look at these beans, all the leaves are still green. I don't know about you, but I don't think I'd be harvesting these yet. But this is the last day we can harvest them in this game, so they aren't going to get any greener. I mean yellower. We don't want them to be green. But this thing will eat beans right up. Big combine here. So it's not going to take too long to do this field, but just kind of wanted to get going here in this video today. Look at this AF11 harvesting these green beans, and look at how beautiful the sample is in the grain tank. I'm just kidding. I don't know what it looks like in there, but definitely wouldn't want to be harvesting these things in real life. These are way too green. Hopefully modded map makers make custom soybean textures that like actually make them golden and not green. Now I like that they put them in rows now, but come on, what's this color about? That looks terrible. But that's probably going to be it for this one, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. Also, consider subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of March, so let's try and hit that goal. But if you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comment section below. But I hope you guys all have a great day, and we'll see you next time on Farming Simulator 25. What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you here on the channel today on Farming Simulator 25, and we are going to be heading out to the field. I just got done dumping a load of corn, our last load of corn. We're going to head out to the soybean field now. Now, if you guys remember, we started on our first soybean field last episode. I got the whole fleet moved over to the next field, and we got 2 more fields in all on soybean harvest to finish out here today. So we're going to finish up soybean harvest here on today's video, and then we'll be pretty much wrapped up with harvest season on the farm. There we go, just rolling up here to the field. We'll go ahead and park the semi over here by the train star because we don't have too much room here right now. We're just kind of trying to keep things sort of out of the way. We'll go ahead and get the combines hooked up to the heads here. Got this soybean field here, not too big, so it's not really going to take us a long time. It's probably going to take us more time to get set up than what it'll actually take to harvest this thing. We're going to go ahead and detach the head trailer and set the corn head down so we can go ahead and hook back up to the bean head. We'll also go ahead and get the hopper opened up here. Gonna try and get the AF11 ready to go here as well. Looks like we got a little bit of a glitch right now. I don't know why there's a North Star decal out here in the middle of nowhere. The corn head doesn't even reach that far. I'm a little confused. Oh, lovely. Check out this North Star decal right here. It's there. We're going to start folding the corn head, and it wants to go the opposite direction of where it's supposed to be right now. That's interesting. Well, we'll go ahead and set our broken corn head down for right now and go ahead and try and get hooked up to the bean head. There we go. We got the head all hooked up. We're going to squeeze on by here and go ahead and get this guy started on the end rows here. Okay, and he is off doing beans here. We're going to go ahead and go down a little bit further about right here, so and kind of just start cutting in, start going across this field. I hate the green underlayer though. Why do we have a green underlayer? There we go, we're cutting away here with auto steer. But yeah, look at that green underlayer on these soybeans over there in that corner. That looks terrible. Anyways though, we're getting these soybeans taken out here. Not gonna take too long. Honestly, by the time he finishes the end rows, I'm gonna have like the entire rest of the field done. These fields are really tiny on this map, which is why part of our fields, the ones that are together anyways, we're going to plow together. Like these 3, that's gonna become one field. These, I don't know how many of those I'm gonna turn into one field. Not all of them, probably. Maybe those 2 at least. Harvesting soybean. And I keep getting mad because I keep missing some, so I might have to set my track spacing down a little bit. We're a pretty efficient harvest crew here. He's got his first headland pass pretty much wrapped up, and then he's going to be on to the second one. Oh, I got a combine in hot pursuit of me. There we go. I'll let you go. And we'll get right back into cutting. And there we go, on to the last pass of the field already. I told you this was not gonna take very long. I mean, this is an okay map, but I am kind of excited for getting modded maps that have a little bit bigger fields than this, because a lot of these are super tiny. Like honestly, if you think back to Griffin, Indiana, those size fields on that map, that's more my style. And I even took like a few of those fields and like plowed them together even more. But that's gonna wrap up this field. So I guess we'll go ahead and get unloaded here into the semi. Probably don't even need the grain cart. We only got a little over half a load on this combine. There we go, wrapped up there. We'll grab the case combine, tell him he can be done harvesting. Yep, you can be done, buddy. We're gonna go back up this way. Go ahead and unload him, and then honestly our last field is so small that I don't even think we're gonna go ahead and take 2 combines over there. I'm just gonna run the deer over there, knock that out, because it's literally gonna take like no time at all. There we go, done with that. We'll go ahead, hop up in the S7 here. We're gonna throw this thing on the trailer here real quick, and then hook up to it and take it over to our last field. We're also going to bring the corn head with us just so we don't have to drive back over here. So we'll head on over that field now. Oh, traffic always comes at the worst spots. Of course, you know, I was stupid and took the narrow road, and now the frickin' head trailer's stuck in the fence. I don't even understand how? And why won't it move at all? Nice, now we just got an even bigger mess. Have I mentioned that I hate small maps? Why do the simplest things have to end up being the things that take so long to do? It's just annoying at this point. Also, I want to say, Giants, if you are watching, the new steering thing that you put in the last patch update, it sucks. We don't want it. Nobody wants it. It's terrible. Get rid of it. Fire whoever came up with the idea, because honestly they deserve to be. Since that update, I've never ran into so many things before. Yay! Head is back on the head trailer. Nope, that did not hook up. Oh, there it is. I don't know how to get out of here without ruining everything again. There we go. We might be home free now. Cones? I don't care about them. We'll go over them. Oh my gosh, I can't steer. I even turned my steering sensibility like way up and I still can't steer worth a darn. And there's a frickin' school bus. Why? Get rid of the school buses. It'd be okay if there was just 1 or 2 of them here and there, but there are too many of those things around. And another fence because we can't steer. Lovely. And there's another friggin' school bus! Shut your horn up. My stupid corn head is stuck on a fence because I can't steer. Oh, and there goes the bean head off the trailer. Love that. Oh, it appeared back on the trailer. I don't know how that works, but it is, I'm happy. Wait your turn, you stupid school bus. Wait your turn. I am here first. Once I go, you can go. There you go, now you can drive. Okay, finally, here is the driveway into our field. Yay, I've never been so happy in my life. This is our tiny little green soybean field. Can you tell that this game's making me go crazy yet? I just want to farm realistically, and I can't drive anywhere. And I got green soybeans, and I got school buses everywhere. And I got headers flying off trailers. And I got decals that I can't read worth a darn. Fix the game. Anyway, now that I got through that, we are back to harvesting soybeans, and it's going to take us like 5 minutes to get this field done. It's crazy to think about that our last field was just right over on that hill where you can kind of see a field over there. And it took us about 10 years to get over here. But yeah, these 3 fields all down here will probably become 1 field because I don't like small fields. So we're going to make them bigger. But anyways, we're harvesting soybeans. Look at this cool combine. Nice looking rig. It's about out of diesel though, so hopefully we can get finished up without needing any more. I do have a fuel trailer, but I don't really know if I can actually hook it up to anything right now because pickup trucks also don't have hitches in this game. Explain that to me. I don't understand. Why can't pickups just be used like they have in every other single game? If anyone knows, let me know down in the comment section. But if you guys are enjoying today's video, give it a like. Also consider subscribing to the channel and make sure to hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload a new video here on the YouTube channel, whether it be ranting at Farming Simulator 25, American farming, or anything that has to do with model farm toys. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and thanks for watching. Farming right here next to the river. There's a little island out in the middle of it. It'd be cool to visit. Haven't really been down here too much yet. Nice view by the river. I love to see the reflections in the river. That's something the Giants actually did good in this game with. You know, the rendering and stuff with everything right now sucks, but we got reflections. This field's actually going to take longer than I thought to get done, but I am definitely not bringing another combine over here after how long it took to get this one over here. So we're just going to have to live with it. There we go. We'll set auto steer and just smooth rolling from here on out. You know, what better to do when you're just letting your combine run on auto steer than buy a lawnmower? This mod came out yesterday, and so, you know, I really want to get it. We're going to get the 112. Oh, what tires do we want? I think we're going to go with that one. Pins on rear hitch. We'll go with that one. Attachers. You know, honestly, why not get a 3-point on this thing? Gonna get rid of that because I don't need a license plate on my mower. We're gonna pick that up for $3,000. That's kind of an expensive lawnmower, but oh well. Oh look, and we're to the end of the pass. Look how great that works out. There we go. He's running again. So let's go find some of our other things that come with this lawnmower, which I guess only thing right now is a actual mower. So we'll buy that for another $600. I thought since I had a 3-point hitch, it was gonna like have something we could put on the 3-point hitch. Well, we're gonna take a break from soybean harvesting right now, and we're gonna show you guys this thing before we finish off today's video. But this is the 110 lawnmower by Slush's Modding, I think, is who made it. So we'll go ahead and drive over our mower deck there. And there we go. We got our little 110 lawnmower. Thought we'd show this thing off to you here before the end of the video. We got 4 speeds. Jeez, this thing cruises 9 miles an hour. Look at that thing. Probably can't mow any of the grass in town here, unfortunately, but you know, the grass doesn't even look like it actually exists anyways, so you know. Oh, hello buddy. You want to see my lawnmower? But it's a pretty good looking lawnmower, so we're gonna get back up to the farm here at some point. But I want to thank you guys all for watching today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Also consider subscribing to the channel. And if you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comment section below. If you would like to hit that bell icon, you should be notified whenever I upload a new video. But I want to thank you all for watching today. Getting soybean harvest kind of rounded out here on the farm on Riverbend Springs. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all in the next one. What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you here today on American Farming. And we are in the spring now. It is March 2nd. We're working on some spring tillage here today. Had a helper running on this machine right here, and he just finished up. He missed just a couple spots right here. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that and then figure out what we need to put, what field we need to take him to next. So we have 2 tillage rigs here on the farm. This is one of them, the 9RX with the Summers chisel plow field cultivator type thing. And we are running this machine on all of our fields that are going to be sorghum this year. So this field's going to be sorghum this year. We're going to run 3 crops on the farm: sorghum, corn, and soybeans. So this is the sorghum rig. We'll get him moving on to his next field, which is kind of a bigger one. I plowed some of these fields together over the winter. So a few of them are bigger now, which is nice because I wanted bigger fields. So we're going to come up here right on our right, and this is going to be his next field, which is 29, 30, and 31 all plowed together. Plowed some of these together, plowed these 3 together, those 2 are plowed together, these 3 are all plowed together, those 2 are plowed together, these 3 are plowed together, those 2 are plowed together, those 2 are plowed together, those 2 together, those 2 together, and then these 3 up here together, and those 2 right there. Forgot about that one. But so we have made some field adjustments here, but we're going to get this guy going on a helper, and I'm going to be running the other rig here, so we'll grab that once we get him going. There we go. He looks like he's got a good plan of how he's going to run this field. Interesting field shapes, but you know, I like it. So we're going to get him going, and we're going to hop over into our other rig, which is the K715 quad track. along with our Kinsey mock till here. So we're gonna head out of the field here, figure out what field we need to go to next. I don't like how I can't get out of this field to the road from that side because there's a tiny little fence that I can't fit through. So we're gonna run over a whole bunch of our nice ground here to get back over to outside of this field. This rig is a pretty neat rig. We're running this on everything that's gonna be corn and soybeans as I smack into a pole. Love that. Anyways, like I was saying, we're gonna run this on any field that's going to be corn or soybeans this year. So this is frustrating. Too narrow roads for this big equipment here. And we got traffic too. There ain't even anything there. I literally just hit nothing. I'm not hitting anything. It just won't let me drive. Nothing. There's nothing there. Fine, go ahead, truck. Because I can't drive down that road because of an invisible wall. And he still won't go. Drive. Okay, can we make it through? Yes, we made it through finally. Wow. Third time's the charm. This is getting really old. Really quickly. Attempt number 4. We are going to be using this on any field that's going to be corn and soybeans this year. And then, yeah, it's a pretty slick rig other than running into invisible force fields. But it gets the acres knocked out pretty nicely. So we're going to head on over to our next field here. We got a really small field up next, so it's not going to take too long. And then we'll move on to our next. What a start to this video. Okay, so we're just pulling up to our fields here. Well, one field was 2 fields, but then I plowed them together to make one field. So we're going to be knocking this thing out here today. GPS has got a pretty good idea for us here on where we're going to be going. So we'll go ahead and run GPS. We're running about at a 5-degree angle, and if we run in 13th gear, I think that's going to be the best for us here. This thing is a quick machine. We can run 11 mile an hour. You don't have to pick it up on the ends of the field. In real life, you would not pick it up on the ends of the field. You leave it in the ground the whole time. That's how it's meant to be used. So we're going to be doing that here today, and we're going to be getting a lot done with this machine. And also, this is just a tiny little field in general, which is why I definitely wanted to plow it into one, because it's still a tiny field when they're plowed together. The GPS is sweet in this game. Makes it so if I wanted to run skip passes so I didn't have to turn so sharp, I could. Which, when it comes to ripping, something where you're going narrow passes, that would be super nice. Look at that back there. Look at that machine working, and also that glitch in the ground. Love that. Well, we got this half done. We'll go ahead and hop on our passes on the other side. There we go. We'll get rocking and rolling on this side here. Sometimes I do think that maybe I'd like to set the track spacing a little bit narrower, because it end up missing a little bit when you first start out a pass, and I think that's kind of just because they have it set to like completely max out the width. Because like in real life we have a 25-foot bean head, but we only run our track spacing at 24.5 feet to make sure we're not missing anything. I definitely do love that Summers cultivator, but I don't know, man. I almost like running this rig better. I don't know. We can go fast. We can leave it in the ground. All you gotta do is just go back and forth. Well, there we go. We finished up our passes here. We'll run a couple headland passes around the outside of the field just to get everything finished up here. And then we'll be on to our next field. It's getting to be the evening of the second day of March, and I am running 2-day months here on the game. So once it is the morning, it's going to be April. So then we are going to be able to start planting. And so what I'm probably going to do then is going to be running helpers on both of these tillage rigs to keep up with that. And then I'm going to be running the planter, because we pretty much right now have one planter for all 3 crops, which is kind of going to be a little bit of a nightmare. Maybe I will end up buying another one. I am not completely sure yet. Well, and there we wrapped up with field 1 for the episode. So we're going to go ahead and get this machine folded up here, and so we can get heading on to our next field. The John Deere's rolling pretty good there. I have him set to do the back and forth rows first before the headlands, so it looks like he's not too far away from finishing up on the rows and going to be on to the headlands then. We are ready to pull out of the field here. Definitely a steep drive to get out of this one. we're going to head up further north to our next field here, and we're going to keep working our way west, and then we'll start heading south for the southern swing. See if I can make it to this next field without hitting invisible force fields. So far, so good. So here's our next field. Oh, nice invisible force field there. Can see the John Deere working down there. But this is our next field up here, and I honestly did not see a field approach, so I don't know if there is one. But this is a withered cornfield because when it was the fall, it's in the very top part of the map, and I didn't realize that it was still corn, so we could have harvested it if I would have realized that it was here, but I didn't. So now we're kind of just stuck with having to till it under, and then it's going to go into soybeans this year. Kind of a shame knowing that we could have harvested another field of corn, but is what it is, I guess. We'll make sure and not miss any fields this harvest. The Case IH 715 quad, though, is handling the corn real great. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I am definitely a John Deere fan when it comes to farm equipment. Oh, I'm getting off. I definitely am a John Deere fan when it comes to farm equipment, but I decided to get this 715 quad track on this game because I don't know, it's just a nice tractor. Is the corn literally getting our hood all muddy? But when it comes to the 715 quad track compared to the new big 9RX that John Deere is making, the styling, man, does this Case IH quad track look way better than that 9RX. That 9RX just looks like it's really long, and I don't know, it looks funky. And this thing just looks like a good tractor. The 830 isn't in this game, and I kind of wish it was to do a comparison, but there will probably be a mod that comes out at some point, but I definitely think I like the styling and look of the 715 way more. And I am not a Case IH fan. Well, there we go, finished up on our rows already. That didn't take too long, there's only 2 rounds, so we're going to go ahead and get the end rows knocked out here on this field and be on to the next one. If you guys are enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button. Also consider subscribing to the channel, that'd mean a lot to me. As well as hitting that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, whether it be on Farming Simulator 25, American farming, or having anything to do with model farming in the 164 scale world. I want to thank you guys all for watching, and thank you for supporting the channel. Now, I've kind of realized that I have some of these hail spots in these fields. I don't know why there's a dark line running through right there. That doesn't make much sense to me. But I know there are some hail spots in this field, and this piece of tillage doesn't seem to get rid of them on the map, but the Deere rig does seem to do it. So I don't know, we'll kind of just have to see. I've heard some people say that you have to like plow them under, which is absolutely stupid. If we get hail, I'm not plowing my field in real life. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, maybe destroys the crop, but it's not going to make you plow the ground. I don't understand that, but we'll just have to see how our crop does this fall, and if it's an issue, maybe I'll go out and plow every single little spot this harvest, but I really don't want to do that. But there we go, that is it. I guess we got a couple more stalks down here. Like, there's one of those hail spots to the left of the tractor that you can see. There's a couple of them throughout here. So we'll see how that ends up, but there we go. We're finished up with this field. The Deere still has a little bit to go. I think he's got at least one headland pass to go. We're going to be working on 23, 24, and 25. That big bundle next is where we are going to be headed. I know it said one of those fields was growing, but it's like canola or something, and I don't really want to do that. Oh, please, Giants, fix this. I don't know why this speed tiller thinks it's wider than it actually is, but okay. But yeah, I don't really want to do canola. We're going to just put it straight into the crop production that we want it to be, which this whole thing is going to be corn this year. This one's definitely going to take some time, I will say that, but a little bit of an odd shape too, but I'm okay with that. Got the machine all unfolded here. We'll go ahead and snap an auto steer line and get on into it. I think 24 may be the standalone biggest field on the map, which is the field we're in right now. As well as we have 2 more fields connected to this one. So this is probably our biggest, like, huge field on the map.
maybe this one's about the same, but I think that this one's probably bigger. But you can see a lot more of those hail spots all over in here. Not too much for mods yet, and I'm kind of sad by that, but I know it takes time to create good mods, but I'm really excited to start seeing some mods, as well as some good modded maps coming out here in the near future. Well, there's one pass pretty much done. I don't know, should we do skip passes just for the fun of it on this field? I mean, why not? A little bit easier on the turning radius for the tractor. Heading back the other direction. This is my favorite thing about running GPS in this game, is doing skip passes. I don't know, I just like the look of it. I like seeing the alternating colors and stuff. I don't know, I just think it's kind of fun. Also, I don't know what's quite going on with this right now. We got this in the sale area. I do have the color whatever mod thing that you can make stuff whatever color you want. Got the decal on there right now, but if we change the color of the decal, all the decals go away, and it doesn't change the color on anything. So, a little bit confused by that, but whatever. Glitches right now in the game. We do have $300,000 right now, so in theory we could buy another planter if we really wanted to. I think, anyways. Yeah, because they're only like 240,000-ish. The thing is, having another tractor to pull that then, because I'm a little bit short on tractors then. So we do have the 8RT that's still over in the shed, but that's going to go on the roller, and we're going to roll soybeans. No, not sorghum, just soybeans. We're going to roll soybeans after we plant them, because that would kind of be what you do in real life. Also, when you're doing skip passes, it makes you feel like you're doing a lot more, getting a lot done, because you're farther away from where you started, even though you got to go back and fill everything in. Optical illusion, I guess. The cab of this Case IH is pretty nice too, besides all of our blurry monitors in here. It's got a clock on it though. It's kind of nice. I do wish that you could get the 12-hour clock in the game though. That would be a lot nicer. I mean, because I'm sort of figuring out the 24-hour clock, but 12-hour clock would be a little bit nicer. Well, it looks like this is going to end up being our last pass of this side, so then we'll hop over to the other side and start getting going over there. Look at this beast working the ground. Thing looks awesome. It's a little bit dirty though. Looks like the John Deere just finished up his field. He's over a little bit ahead of us and to the left, but I'm not going to worry about him right now because we're going to be wrapping up the video here shortly. Well, I think today was a pretty good day. Got the John Deere. He finished up his kind of bigger field. We got this big field about a quarter of the way done or so, and then we also got 2 other small fields done. So I think that's a pretty good day. Next video will be some corn planting. We're going to get going corn planting, potentially on this field. I don't know. This is one of our corn fields, so we'll see about that. But I want to thank all of you for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Also consider subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of March, and that is a little ways away, and we have just over 700 subscribers to go, I believe. So I know you guys can make it happen, and that'd mean a lot to me. But if you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comment section below. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video today, and stay tuned for the next video here where we're going to be corn planting on Farming Simulator 25. Thanks, guys. What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you today here on Farming Simulator 25, and we just picked up a load of 4 pallets of seed from the dealer, our seed dealer. And yes, we're hauling them in the back of the pickup because we don't have a trailer that will hook to this pickup right now. So yeah, we got 4 pallets here though, so we're gonna get going corn planting here today. We are playing on the new patch of the game 1.4, so some things have changed. Hopefully the decal issue is fixed. Everything is clear right now. I'm hoping it stays that way. That would be so awesome. The game looks so good right now. So we've got the 8RX 370 here and the corn planter. We've kind of been working on it here, so we're gonna go ahead and get it folded up here so we can go put some of our seed into it and get off to the field. So we'll go ahead and just pull over here right next to the pickup and we'll start tossing bags in. Okay, that took a while, but we got 3 whole pallets put in there. So that should be a good amount of seed to be going for a long time here. So we'll go ahead and hop back in the tractor, and we'll pull up on our monitor here in the cab and figure out where we need to plant corn at first here. And I'm thinking that the decal issue is still not fixed. Yep, still not fixed. Wow. Well, that is disappointing. I thought maybe we were getting somewhere, but obviously not. So actually our first field of corn that we're going to do is our one right here around the farm, so we don't even have to go very far. And it's not too big of a field either, so it shouldn't take too long to knock out here. The one thing that I don't like about this planter is these markers are not supposed to stand up like how they are right now. These are Bauer markers on this planter, and the Bauer markers do not sit up like this. If it had John Deere markers on it, they would sit up like this. But these are Bauer markers and not John Deere markers. So these markers are not supposed to stand up like this. We'll go ahead and see our guidance lines here, and this narrow part, it's not even going to give us options here. But we're going to pull up this. We'll set 2 headlands, but we're not going to do 2 headlands on all the sides. And we're going to go to 0-degree angle on this. Okay, so we are all good and set here. We'll get the planter fired up, the air system running. We'll set the planter in the ground, and we'll start running here. This little part here is going to be a little bit tricky to deal with, but we'll get it figured out. So since this area over here along the side of the shed is not 60 feet, we're going to have to overlap some into the ditch, but those rows won't plant. Got them turned off. This field's a little messy to get kind of started planting here, but we'll get it figured out here. Want to make sure that our rows are all on point since we're doing corn. We're going to go ahead and set down our marker right here since we're doing end rows, because our auto steer isn't going to be the best for end rows. We tried to make that pass as straight as possible. If I'm being completely honest, this field probably has more end rows than it does actual rows. Also right now we got our other guys running on tillage so we can keep going here, because we'll just move on to the next cornfield right after we finish up this one. 60-foot planter is about as big as we're going to be able to run on our operation here. It would probably honestly work out better if we had a 40-foot, but oh well. Now that we got that side of the field done, we can kind of start cruising. The rest is going to probably be pretty easy. Planting corn. This thing's working out pretty good. The one downside with this planter is that we're not able to add liquid fertilizer on at the same time. That's why I'll be excited once JHHG's mod of this planter comes out, so we don't have to have the markers up like this, and we'll be able to add on liquid fertilizer at the same time. Taking a look at our monitor here, that's how much we've got done. The rest we're going to run passes up and down. There we go. Now we're just on our auto steer lines. A little foggy out here this morning. Cruising. And there we go. We just finished up our first cornfield of the year for planting. So I guess we'll fold up and head to the next. Well, we'll go ahead and head over to our next cornfield here. Honestly, it might take about the same time to plant as what this one did, because it's a bigger field, but it's got nice end rows, not too bad, so it should go pretty quickly. We only used 4% of our seed at that last field, so we should have enough for this field. But we are unfolded. We're up here. This is 3 fields that I made into 1. So we're going to get this thing fired up and start doing end rows. We got our passes set up to go a long way, and since these end rows are straight, we're just going to set an auto steer line and use that. It's a good looking combo of equipment here. 24 row 1775 John Deere planter with the 8RX 370. One of our bigger fields on the map, but should go pretty quick. Just a lot of back and forth, straight, nice passes. I definitely love the GPS for planting because it's kind of tough to see where you have and haven't been sometimes, and to get nice straight rows. I know it doesn't really matter much because you don't have to farm in rows, but it still ends up being pretty nice anyways. I kind of like the 8RX with the CVT, or the IVT transmission, I mean, for doing planting here, because when you're kind of picking up, setting down, moving around, doing end rows, it is kind of nice to be able to move back and forth between the two. There we go, going on our second end row pass on this side of the field. Look at this mean green machine. So I don't know why on this field, but it won't let me run long ways. I set it to 90. Doesn't work. So I guess we have to go short way. Well, there we go. Things are going pretty decent here. We're going to keep rolling, planting, get this field knocked out. But I want to thank everyone for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give a like. Also, consider subscribing to the channel. It'd mean a lot to me if you would. If you also hit that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video here on the channel. I want to thank everyone for watching the video. And if you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comment section below. But I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you today on the channel on Farming Simulator 25. It's 6:02 a.m. so let's get on into things here. We are just leaving our new cattle farm that I took out a $1.8 million loan to build and buy equipment for. So we're going to be taking a little look at that later. But we have 2 fields of corn left to plant. One of them is really small, so we're going to go get that knocked out today. And then we're going to head over to the bigger field, but we're not able to plant that field yet, and I'll show you why. I don't know, I just felt like I kind of wanted some livestock. Wow, great job listening to the stop sign that you're phasing through right now, but you know, I love that you love to not obey laws in a school bus, but okay. Like I was saying before, I just felt like we needed some livestock, a little bit more than chickens, and I don't know, I've kind of always liked cattle. Normally I've done dairy operations, but the barn that I bought, and I realized this after I placed it down, it does not do dairy. We're going to be doing Angus cattle. Something I've never done in Farming Simulator, so it should be fun, and we're going to get a little bit more into that today. But here is our next field. It is tiny. It's not going to take us very long to knock out, so let's go ahead and get it done. Planters in the ground, let's get cruising. Right next to the river bottom here this morning, getting a little bit of fog. It's going to be a beautiful second day of April, though, that we're hopefully going to get knocked out on corn planting here at some point. There we go. After just one headland pass, we have the majority of this field knocked out here. So we're just going to do another pass down the center and maybe have to get a little bit more in another pass. But then we are knocked out on this field. And just like that, we have this little 1 acre field knocked out. So we're going to get folded up here and head over to the next one. Now that we're all good there, we're going to pull out of this field. There's not really a good field approach at this field, unfortunately. So we're just going to pull up right here onto the pavement and start heading into town, because our last field is kind of right behind the shop, kind of in town. So we're going to head over there right now. There we go. We're in town. We'll just take this street right back here. We're going to have to wait for the train. But then right on the other side of the tracks here is pretty much where our field is. Over here is our field, and I told you we purchased some more equipment for our field here. We're going to park the corn planter right there because we're kind of running out of room for equipment here, but this is our last field that we're going to plant to corn, and it is grass right now. And since it's grass, I decided that we are going to make some hay out of it before we get going into planting corn here. I'm not going to keep it as a hayfield long term for our operation because it's so far away from our cattle farm and I really don't want to deal with that. So we're going to get some hay off of it right now just to get a little initial hay stocked up for our cattle that we're going to be getting. And then we're going to plant this to corn, and we will plant some more hay fields closer over to the farm here in the coming days. However, we got our Mac Don running over there getting the hay cut. I'm going to be running with the 6R and the hay merger and get our hay merged into windrows so it's easier for us to get picked up. We are pushing all of our hay over to the right side, so once we get done with this pass, we can turn around, just take another pass back, and this whole area that's cut already for the end rows will all be into one windrow, which will be super nice and save lots of time. As you can see, the stuff that we're moving now is darker colored than what he's cutting, because over there we have a Kubota M8, I believe, with our tedder, and we tedded this part already, so it is all good to go to be raked, well, merged I guess, and then be picked up by our baler, which we're going to have to go get here in a little bit. We'll go ahead and turn around and make our second pass though, and get these end rows knocked out. One thing I do gotta say, I wish it wasn't so bouncy to drive over cut grass in this game. It seems a little overboard. Okay, and there we go. Got it all merged up. So I'm going to lift this thing up, turn it off, park it over on the side right now, and I'm going to have one of our hired hands take us out, back over to the cattle farm to go pick up our last tractor. Get it warming up here while we go get the doors open and everything. Now we have this white 8510 here. It's hooked up to the Great Plains right now because we're seeding some new grass fields. This Great Plains though, it is literally like, if you get it exactly straight between the doors, it'll fit in this shed. So you got to get it in just like that. Oh, don't worry about that. That didn't happen. We're just going to set it off to the side right now because we're going to hook up our square baler to this tractor to take it over there. Now this tractor is like 100 horsepower lower than what it should have for this baler. So we're just gonna hope that it works. Massey Ferguson baler though, and it's full of bale twine. So we're gonna get on over to the field and start baling up that end row pass that we got done. I like this white tractor. It's looking pretty good. I'm excited to have it here on the farm for the cattle operation side of things. But let's get rolling over there. I haven't used a baler in this new game yet, and so I don't know how the bale twine works. So we're gonna see here. I'm excited to test it out, and hopefully the game doesn't crash this time, because the last time I tried doing it, the game crashed. So let's hope it doesn't today. But yeah, I've already plowed up 4 fields that we're going to be turning into grass that are closer over there to the farm. So we'll need to get those planted here, but I wanted to get this done first because we need to finish up corn planting, because it's April 2nd. We got 3 days to be able to get all of our beans and sorghum all planted here before the end of the spring months. The good thing is though, most of our tillage is finished up, wrapping up on just a few fields, and then we don't have to worry about shuffling that around anymore. Okay, let's go ahead and pull into the field here. Let's get this baler turned on and lowered down, and I am moving backwards now. Why? Last time I tried using you at least were able to pull it. So come on. There we go. It's going to be a slow drive here. So after lots of thought, we're going to switch the white and the deer here because the deer's got more horsepower. Still, I think it's underpowered. Because it's only once. Actually, does it have more horsepower? Yeah, the deer's got about 50 extra horsepower. So we're going to go ahead and throw this thing on the baler. It's going to work a little bit better for us. And then we'll throw the white on the merger for now. Now, I didn't plan on the deer being part of the hay operation, but thinking that now that potentially both of our hay tractors might not be powerful enough, we may have to consider picking up another bigger tractor eventually for the hay operation for this baler. But we're handling it now, running 9 mile an hour, 10. So we're gonna pump out some bales here. I'm excited to see how this twine works. I'm not sure how it like does anything. Does it visually look different at all? I'm not using any twine yet, so we'll see how that works. Dropped our first bale, I believe, on the field there. That's looking good. MacDon windrower is about finishing up here. Not too much left on his field. We're dropping bales, but they keep dropping sideways. And it doesn't say I've used any twine yet either, so I'm excited to see it. Still how that works. Anyway, baling with the 6R and the Massey Ferguson baler here, getting our end rows knocked out. Once we finish up with this, we're going to need to grab the Kubota and get tedding some more grass, even though I hate tedding because it's not realistic. I mean, if you're from America, how many people use tedders? Not very many. Just let the hay sit on the ground for a few days and it'll dry out. You don't need to use a tedder to dry it out. A little bit short on power here going up the hill, but this field is pretty much flat across it, so I think we'll be fine for the majority of the field. There we go, finished up our baling for now. So we're gonna go hop in the Kubota M8 here and get tedding the rest of the field. This is gonna be our loader tractor on the cattle farm here. And we got our tedder here. Once I can get it set down, that is going to dry out our grass and turn it into hay here. And then we'll come back through with the merger and get it merged into windrows and then get it all baled up and get everything out of here and get tillage rolling and then plant corn on the field. We don't have the cattle yet. We're gonna need to pick that up possibly next episode. We'll go ahead and purchase our Angus. I do have a livestock trailer that's sitting over there at the dealer that I bought. So we'll go get the Volvo and haul them down there next episode. It's always great to, have a wild thought that you want to start like an entire new section of a farm during the middle of planting season when you're all trying to get the rest of your crop planted as well, Yeah, actually we have a $2 million loan right now from that operation, getting that all set up, getting all this equipment bought. So we're going to have a little bit of a hole to dig out of here. Yeah, this Kubota only has 180 horsepower, so while it does have 20 more horsepower than the white, we'll have to see one of these times how it handles the baler, because it's still about 30 horsepower shy of what the Deere has. This tedder is the perfect width though. I can get 2 passes each pass, so that works out nicely. I also just figured that we need something to do during the summer months because we're not going to be doing much for grain farming in the summer months, so what else would we do if we didn't have cattle operation? Looks like the MacDon just got finished up here on the field, so we're just going to finish up this last half of the field, then be on to merging our hay. So I decided to take a little break from making tedding hay to get this guy set up. Since Jim finished over on the MacDon, I'm going to have Jim get going here on merging hay now. So hopefully he can figure out that, get us some nice rows, and then we can start baling. Okay, there we go. Jim is merging hay. So hopefully once we get this last little bit of the field finished up, we can just hop straight over into the baler and get rolling with that to get this field knocked out. And here we go, last pass of tedding on the field, and then we're going to go switch this tractor out for the John Deere. We'll hop in that thing, get baling those windrows that Jim is working on right now. So we get this thing folded up, take it back up to the top of the field. Go ahead and just park the M8 right there. We'll go ahead and hop in the 6R now. Looks like Jim's doing a good job with his windrows, so we'll go ahead and hop right on him and get baling. But obviously the baler did not go down. Okay, nice. Let's try that again. We got the baler down and we are rolling now. Laying bales. Now in theory we should be able to catch up to him pretty easily because he's running, it takes him 2 passes to make a windrow. So we'll see how fast we get caught up to him here. I was also kind of expecting to use some bale wrap by now. Or twine, I guess. Well, guys, I'm just going to keep baling on here, and Jim is going to keep working on merging hay together for me, but that's going to be it for this one, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're getting a cattle operation going, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here. We're going to try to get out of $2 million of debt, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give a like. Also, consider subscribing to the channel. That would mean a lot to me. We're trying to hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of March. Let's try and get there, just a little over 700 away. And then if you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comments section below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you today here on Farming Simulator 25, and we are over here at the beef farm right now. We got everything back from baling that field over there. Got all the bales picked up and on our new flatbed trailer that we picked up. We are going to take the semi into town, though, and go and pick up our livestock trailer and pick up a trailer of Angus to bring back here to the farm. We got finished up with corn planting. We're moving on to sorghum planting now. And so we might get back into sorghum planting farther into this episode, but we're going to go ahead and go get our beef cattle right now and try and get them started off so we can start making some money back on this operation. Wow, okay, that's nice. So as you can see, the tractor and planter is sitting over here. That's going to be our next field of sorghum to plant. We got one field of sorghum planted further back on the other side of this, and the 715 quad track just worked on getting that field all tilled up. So that should be all the tillage that we need to do for the year, and now we'll just be able to focus on planting once we kind of get our cattle all ready to go and good for now. I don't know about you guys, but I love this Volvo truck. I don't know what, it just looks good. And man, the red color too. This thing is an awesome truck. I love it. Potentially maybe my favorite truck in any farm sim game so far. Base game, that is. Over here at the shop, we also do have some equipment that we haven't gotten taken home yet. We purchased this self-propelled sprayer, as well as we have a rock picker, which we really didn't use this spring. Love how they parked our livestock trailer in here like this. We'll go ahead and get backed up to it, and I believe the livestock auction is just right across the street here, so we'll head over there, go pick up some Angus, and take them on back to the farm. Oh, a good Peterbilt 389 would look mighty fine on this trailer though too. Now, I haven't got livestock before, so I don't really know where we're gonna need to go. I may need to turn on our help icons here. Oh no, maybe this is, maybe our help icons are already on. I don't really know. That looks like the place where we would get animals. There we go. We're gonna open it up here. We're going to get the 0-month-old Angus calves, and I don't know how many of those we're gonna be able to fit in here. We can fit 12. 12 is it? Okay, well, I don't remember how many head our building holds, but we're going to get these loaded up here first off. Oh, look, our little Angus calves are in the trailer here. Man, we could fit way more than 12 of these things in here. They're all spread out, but I do like how they're laying down. That's kind of cool. Very spacious inside. We could fit way more in there. We'll go ahead and run this back over to the farm, unload these, and see how many more we need to fill up our pen. Gotta say, this is probably about the first time I've ever... Nope, not the first time ever I've hit a car. First time ever that I've actually like hauled my own livestock out to the farm. So yeah, I kind of wish we could hold more calves in this trailer though. And that was my turn right there that I just missed. Oh well, we'll whip it through here and get back on track. So this is one of our hay fields right there that we planted, and I also got this hay field over here, so they should start growing here pretty soon. We got two more that we still need to go seed down, and we might get him taken down there and going on that here pretty soon. Man, the new steering thing really sucks in this game. Okay, well, let's figure out where we need to put the cattle here, and I'm assuming we need to back up to that gate, in which I am facing the completely wrong direction. So We're going to try our best to swing around in this little yard area that we got here. And then we'll back on into that. Well, that is not quite where we need to be. We're going to need to get farther over here. There we go here. I don't know if I can open that gate or not. I'm not exactly sure how we need to do this here. Because again, I've never hauled livestock myself. Maybe we have to be backed up to this one. I don't know why we would need to back up to that one, but that's where the little animal dialogue box is. Guess we'll back over there though. Oh yes, hire AI worker. Let's see here. Yes, I do want to move. Hey look, there, we got 12 cows. 12 baby calves. And they're being like a bucking bronco. It's a little interesting. Okay. Well, they're looking good in there. We're going to need to get some food in there for them. We got 9,000 liters of straw for bedding, but it wants way more, but I don't have way more right now. Okay, well, there we go here. Okay, there we go. After a while of hauling here, we got our cow pen all completely filled up. We got 144 head in here, and we got some limousine along with our Angus. So we got two different kinds in here. They're going to need some feed though, so I'm going to have to get to it here. We don't have silage bales for TMR yet, unfortunately, and I'm going to need to just buy some from the store. But for right now, I think that we're just going to take the Kubota and drop a few bales of hay in there since we have the hay right now. There we go. We got 2 hay bales. Well, I was hoping they'd stay on, but they're probably not. The top one is probably going to fall off because I am a pro with bales. Yep. Nice. Well, at that point, you know, I do love it's vertical. I thought the bale physics were supposed to be better. And maybe they are a little bit, but I really haven't found that out yet. They don't seem to be that great yet, but I also can't see because of the stupid trees there. We're going to try and get these in here so we can feed our little baby calves. Also need to get this tedder off the back of this because that's causing issues too. Well, one of our bales disappeared. I can't get this one to disappear. And really, you should probably be using TMR spreader, but oh well, it's gone now. And looks like they got some hay now, so that's good. Hay will do 80%. TMR will obviously be 100, so I don't know how meadow works because that's something new in here. I mean, I would think they're in on meadow, so wouldn't they be able to eat meadow? I don't know. I don't understand. Also, the hay ended up looking like this, which is not what I'm used to, but maybe TMR will look different. That should honestly be good for them right now. I think we'll call it good with that. We are going to take the white tractor now, and we are going to unhook the hay merger because we don't have any hay that's ready right now. We're going to unhook it up here, swap it out, and get the Great Plains seeder on there so we can go ahead and keep seeding in some of our grass for our cattle operation. Because that trailer of hay bales will last us a little while, but it's not going to last us forever. So we're going to need to be getting some hay going here, as well as this field that we planted that's right around the cattle barn here. That field we are going to end up doing silage on maybe all of it. Wow, things are going great. We might do silage on all of it. I don't know, haven't completely decided, but we will at least be doing silage on some of it for TMR. Now that we have the seeder all hooked up and ready to go, though, we're going to head out to one of our last 2 areas that we are seeding to grass for the cows. These 2 are the closest right here, and then there's 2 that are a little bit farther away. They're still not bad, though. We're also running low on money again, so I might need to take out some more of a loan because I was going to buy some silage and straw bales as well. Look at that beautiful cattle farm over there, though. It's going to be exciting once things are actually up and running with it, and I believe we sell them at some point, and they should be worth a pretty good, decent amount of money. You know, that's the hope, at least. I haven't quite figured that out yet, because I haven't ever done beef before. I've only done dairy. Okay, we're over here at our next field. It's pretty small of a field, but it'll still get the job done. Down here by the train tracks. So we're going to probably just get Jim running on this, because he's still out here today. He was helping us with the hay this morning. So I'm going to get him going down here. Never mind, I'm going to keep working on this because Jim says he can't find the field, which also means that the AI doesn't think that there's an actual field here, so it won't do work. I don't know why that is. It's worked on other fields that I made myself. Well, that's quite unfortunate. I guess we will get planting this field ourselves. I realized I should have ran a cultivator over this or something first instead of planting straight into it being plowed, but you know, in the game here, I honestly don't care. Well, looks like instead of sorghum planting, we're gonna be grass planting today, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, this is still pretty nice here. I should probably shift down so we can get some more RPMs running through this thing, but by the time this video comes out, it should be 2025, so hope everyone had a great Christmas and a great New Year's as well. And let me know what you're most excited for Farming Simulator in 2025. Is it the different DLC packs? Is it different modded tractors, modded combines, modded maps? Or just fixes to the game? Why am I going so slow? Like, random fixes. Like, why am I only going 4 miles an hour here? I don't understand that. I would sure love fixes to things that randomly don't work, as well as mods, and some pretty neat DLC packs. I got real excited in 22. We had the Kubota and the Vermeer one that came out in the first year. That was pretty cool. Hopefully there's some good stuff again this year. But if you guys are enjoying the video, you can hit that like button. Also consider subscribing to the channel. We're on the race to 4,000 subscribers by the end of March. We only have about 700, maybe even under 700 subscribers to go when this video comes out. And make sure you hit that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video here on the channel, whether it be Farming Simulator 25, American Farming, or anything that has to do with the model farm toy world. Thank you for watching and for your continued support. I never thought that this channel would get this far, and I'm glad that there are people that enjoy it. And I try to make different types of videos so different types of people will enjoy different videos. Because I know not everybody is going to be enjoying Farming Simulator videos. Some of you like American Farming. Some of you love the model farm toy videos and model farm builds. Also, let me know down in the comment sections, what are your favorite videos that I make here on the channel. Man, this seeder definitely does eat through fertilizer. I will say that. We've only used like 4% of seed, and I know our fertilizer wasn't completely full when we came here. But if you fill them up at the same time, it's going to eat through fertilizer way quicker. I don't exactly know how long it takes for this grass to become ready to harvest, but I'm hoping it only takes a month or two. Because I'd love to be able to start cutting this by maybe June or so. There we go, though. That field is completed. We'll go ahead and head over to our next field. We'll see if the AI figures out that that's a field. Because it did on that other big field over by the farm that I made. There was just an empty grass patch that I plowed up. So we'll see. I do love that the traffic tries to pass, but then, you know, it decides it doesn't want to pass anymore and pulls back, just stops in the middle of the road. I don't understand that. This one definitely is our farthest away grass field, but it's still not too bad of a drive, and it's a pretty good size one, so I think it'll work out pretty well. It is kind of nice how, like, stuff fades off in the distance, but that water tower, when you're far enough away, just looks like it's a UFO hovering in the air. But here's our last grass field here. This was just an open grass area right next to our field here where we were harvesting sunflowers. And I was originally maybe going to add it into like the normal crop field, but then I was like, well, this would be a perfect area for grass. So that's what we're going to do with it. Hey, look, it figured out that it's a field. So Jim's going to come out and run this. There is a tree in the middle of this field, so we'll see how that works out. But he'll go ahead and Jim will get running here. He drove down here, so I'll go ahead and take his truck back over to the cattle farm. He doesn't like where I started though. I'll take his truck back over to the cattle farm and we'll get going on something else here. Since we're done cutting grass for now, we're going to put this away, and now that I think about it, we're going to need to get our cattle some water here. I forgot that this tedder doesn't like to fit very well in this shed, so we got to lower it down and back it in to be able to get it in there. These little sheds are kind of nice, but they're also kind of a little bit of a pain because it's tough to sometimes get stuff to fit in here. But they're some of the most American sheds in the game besides the red barns. We got our water tanker hooked up here, and I need to figure out where we can get water. Now, I feel like just driving down to the creek probably isn't the best thing to do here, so I'm going to see if there's something in here that you can get water from, like a water hydrant or something. I don't know if there is or not. I do love this mod though that has all the different sizes of bins. That's pretty nice. Get small little bins and hopper bottoms as well. Oh, containers maybe? Ha, water tank. Yes, we need that. We're gonna just put it over here behind the buildings. Oh, fill it up with water here. We might go broke filling up with water. Oh, no fear, we got $337 worth yet. I would assume we just pull in here and unload water in here. That would be what I think. Water's not accepted here. Do you even need water? That's going to be the next thing. They won't even need water. They don't need water. Okay, my cows don't need water. So you're telling me that I bought a water trailer, and I bought a water tank, and bought 6,000 liters of water, and I don't need it. Why don't they need water? Well, that's nice. Okay, we're gonna find this water trailer and sell that off because we obviously don't need it. 14 grand coming back to the bank account. Guess that means we don't need the water tank either, so we'll get half of what we paid for that back. We're back up to 16K. We're gonna hook up the coon spreader here quick because we are going to start making some TMR here sometime soon. Not in this episode, but I don't really want to unhook this all the time, and so I feel like having some sort of like front end loader would be nice. Now I know in 22 we had all these class 1s, but obviously there's no class 1 in the game. I don't really think we need anything that big, so honestly I might just get the little Kubota here, which we're gonna need lots more money to do that. Okay, we got $156,000 now and $2.3 million in debt. We're going to buy this thing. Hopefully this thing can lift high enough to reach into this. 74 grand. Goodbye. Now, nope, not that. Front loader tools. We probably need, honestly, pallet forks work great as bale spikes, so we're just gonna get that. Multi-purpose. They're triple the cost of a bale spike, but we can use it to move pallets as well. We could have just bought that thing for cheaper, but oh well. We're also going to buy some bales. We're not going to go pick them up today, but we're at least going to buy them. We're probably going to need more than 8 of those. We might need 16 for now, so we'll go ahead and do that. Straw bales, we'll also get probably 16 of those as well, and now we're broke again. But we got the cattle picked up today. They got a little bit of food to eat right now, so everything's going good. Their health is at 0%, so you know, love that. But they're happy out here. They're shaking their butts around, and I don't know. They're leaping like bulls. So we'll get more into them in the next video here. Start getting them some TMR made and get back into sorghum planting here. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give a like. Also consider subscribing to the channel. Make sure to hit that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Also subscribe, and if you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comment section below. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you here today, and we have a terribly loaded trailer of bales. There's one sticking out of the side because it decided it wanted to come out from underneath the other bale, and now it won't go back in. And a couple of our silage bales are unwrapped because I hit the wrong button while trying to put the straps on. I hate loading bales. So we're gonna head over to the cattle farm now. We got straw and silage, and the loader is driving in front of me right here. So we're gonna go back, but I'm gonna pass him, and it's gonna completely screw him up and stop him, and he's not going to move. Oh wow, that's a first. Normally whenever I try to pass a helper, it just stops. But we're gonna start making some TMR for the silage now, since we have silage and straw. To make things a little bit easier on ourselves right now, I think the straw will go into our hay, our bale storage. The silage, I don't know if it will or not, but we're gonna see. So we're gonna pull in over on this end of the farm and get that unloaded into the barn here, and then we'll see what we need to do next. The mod that I had in 22 let me put silage in here, but I don't know if the base game one in this game will. Well, it looks like some of our bales disappeared, but I don't know why the rest won't go now. It took 30,000 liters, and that's it. Now we're just making a mess everywhere. Did I mention I hated bales yet? Why won't it take any more straw? I don't understand. Okay, well the rest I guess is just going to stay on there because it doesn't want to go into the barn, and we're just going to have to pick up all the stuff off the ground from everywhere as more are falling off now. I hate these things. I thought bale physics were supposed to be better in this game. They are not. Oh, we have half of our trailer bales left. And this thing finally got back here, so I guess we're gonna start loading stuff up. Come on, try it. Hopefully this thing will work, unlike about half of our other stuff in this game. Let's see, where's an open silage bale that fell off? Right here. 5,000 liters in a bale here. So we'll go ahead and dump this. I don't know why these bales are smaller than the rest of the bales, but oh well. There we go, that's unloaded there. How do I see what TMR I got in here? It used to just show up here. There we go. Okay, good. We can see that right there. I really wish it would show you that without having to have the controls on. Now I'm trying to make sense of what this is saying. We're gonna go add some hay to this. This whole menu is a little bit different than 22, so I'm still trying to figure out like what we have to do here, but we have hay in here, so we're gonna go ahead and start filling hay. Well, that says that it's good right there. We might throw a straw bale in to cover the rest of it here. And you know what, I would bring the loader over here, but since we're over here, I'll just unhook that and throw a straw bale in. Okay, we only used about 25% of that bale. I would really like it if you would go into the silo here. Well, more straw went into the silo, so maybe it maxes out at... Oh, so the capacity of this thing's only turned 50,000, so we have it full right now. That's why no more straw will go in. Got a full load of TMR though, so we'll go ahead and take it in here to the cattle. They're probably going to need way more than this, but there we go, getting the TMR unloaded. It unloads super slow. I wish it unloaded a little quicker. There we go, that load is gone. We'll go ahead and drive back over here, and we'll just bring the loader over here so we can keep cleaning up some of this stuff that fell all over. We'll grab this silage bale here. We are going to have to come cut that open. Why won't it let me cut it open now? Open. There we go. I guess we can't open it when we have
pallet forks through it, but okay, whatever. We'll go ahead and get that, and we'll just go ahead and put the whole bale in there. We are gonna have to get like a silage silo eventually, because once we do corn silage, it's not gonna be in bales, but that'll work there. Then we'll go ahead and fill some hay. And honestly, since we got straw in here, we'll just fill straw and then go back and fill some more hay. And there we go, another full load. That's why I like having this barn, because it's handy. We can keep filling, just switch back and forth to whatever we need. We'll go ahead and get this unloaded, and then after this we'll probably go hook up our straw blower and get them some more straw for bedding in here. Our menu's looking good. Looks like they are got plenty of feed in there now, and they're at 2% productivity, so that's good. Their health's at 3% too. So our straw blower is back here in this shed. We'll go ahead and get it hooked up. Now in theory we can load this thing with the forks on the back of here, but I kinda just want to make things a little bit more simpler and use the loader here, so we're just gonna do that. There we go, we got 2 bales loaded up into here. We'll head into the barn now and get that spread out. Technically we are the wrong way, but oh well. Last little bit of straw going out here. I think 27,000 liters of straw is going to be good enough for them for right now, so we're just gonna kind of go park this off to the side, maybe mix up one more thing of TMR, and then we might go down and check on how Jim is doing planting that grass field. Why are you not allowed to detach in this state? What? There we go. Maybe it was the loader. It's probably the loader. There we go. Got another load dumped in there. That should get the cattle up and going for a little while, so I think we'll be good. Go ahead and just park this thing and shut it off right here. We'll go out, take Jim's truck out, and see how he's doing. Oh, Jim is stuck on a tree. How nice. And he's done next to nothing. He got almost all of the end rows done, and that's about it. I've set him up like 5 different times, and he is just magnetized to this stupid tree because he won't go anywhere besides the tree. Okay, so since Jim doesn't really know how to do things right now, I set up some auto steer lines on the white here, even though, you know, the white doesn't have auto steer, but, you know, that's farm stuff. So we are going to get going here, plant this field, get this finished off. We're probably going to run out of solid fertilizer, and this thing eats solid fertilizer up. But we'll keep going here, try and get as much as we can knocked out. I'm having to run skip passes while I'm doing this because this thing only turns so sharp and this implement's very narrow. So we're running every other pass here. Got this little corner taken care of now. Now we're on to just the longer passes. See, Jim, really wouldn't take that long if you just don't hit the tree every time. There we go, on to the last pass of the grass field here, and then we'll pick this thing up, head back to the cattle farm, then maybe go get started planting some sorghum here today. There we go, all finished up. That's all the grass that we're planting this year. We might expand and plant some more next year, but this is all we have for right now. We'll kind of do some cuttings on this stuff this year, see how much we need, see how much more we think we need, and then expand to however much more we need in the future. This little Great Plains drill though is pretty sweet. I love using it. The only thing is I wish they made a little bit bigger one. Same style, but bigger. Because it is a little bit small, but it is pretty sweet. And we had enough solid fertilizer to finish, so I'm pretty happy about that too. But I think overall the cattle farm should be pretty much good to go to sustain itself right now. So we're going to drop this down and then head over, not that far away, to grab the planter to plant a little bit of sorghum. Okay, we're over here at field 55. We need to get going on planting because we took a lot of time to get that cattle farm set up here, and we still have 2/3 of our planting on the entire farm to go. So we're going to get going here. This is a small field of sorghum that we're going to get knocked out. Second field of the year. I don't think it'll be too bad, and then maybe we'll even get drove up to our next field after that before the episode's done. But we'll go ahead here, start doing end rows. Probably only going to do one end row pass around this field because it is pretty small. So we'll go ahead and do that and get going here. Kind of during planting, how I like to work things is kind of start up by the farm and then do a whole swing around the map. So we're going to start up kind of here by the farm. We'll swing our way around the top part of the map, come down for the left side of the map and the center, and then go ahead and do the bottom swing, and then come back up and finish with these fields over here, and then start the next crop up by the farm. And that works out pretty good. So normally this would be the last one that we kind of plant, but we were kind of on our way back from our last cornfield, which is kind of the one field that's like out of circuit because it's like in this middle section right here. But after this, I believe 51 and 52 is our next field, so that'll be a bigger field to get going on. There we go, end pass is done. Go ahead and get the planter swung around and start right here with this pass. Last pass of the field here, we're going to set the planter down, finish up, get folded up. Then we're going to make a stop back at the farm to get this thing fueled up first before we get going on our next swing, because we are down under half a tank. So okay, we're on the road, just a short drive up to the farm. It's just right up there at the top of the hill, and then we'll get this thing fueled up. Never mind, I forgot that I never filled this thing up with diesel, because I was going to fill this one up too, but I don't have any diesel, so we're going to have to get Thunder at some point. But because we are going to be going on to a new crop, I kind of just want to clean up the tractor and planter here. I know my pressure washer is sitting on its side. I can't pick it up. It fell over. I don't know what to do. But we'll get this thing washed up here before the end of the video. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a like. Also consider subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me. We're trying to hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of March, and I'm pretty sure we can get there. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comments section below. But I hope everyone enjoyed today's video. Thank you all for watching, and make sure to know that these wheels down here are not metal, so they're not going to wear like that. Those are rubber. So you know, Giants, that doesn't work like that. The inner part is metal, but the outer part is rubber, so that doesn't work like that. Rubber does not wear like that. But thanks for watching, everyone. See you in the next video here from Riverbend Springs. What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you here today on American Farming, and we have been getting a little bit of sorghum planting done here. Just got 45 knocked out, and we got the 51-52 field knocked out, which is pretty much where we finished off last video. And I believe up next we have this huge 31, 30, and 29 combination. A little bit of an odd shape of a field, but that'll be our next challenge here for sorghum planting. Got a nice big planter, so we'll go ahead and head on over there. Not too far away, just on the other side of this bridge and tree line. So we got plenty of seed in the planter. We'll go ahead and get heading down there and start knocking out some end rows. And there we go, just crossed the bridge, and we are right here now. The last couple episodes we have gotten really distracted from planting, and because we've been working our beef operation. It is April 2nd. We still have a good amount of our planting season to go yet here, so we need to get going here. Get sorghum knocked out, because then we still got all of our beans left to go after that. We're going to get our auto steer loaded up here first, just to make sure we don't have issues. I kind of want to run the rows the same angle as the top part of the field, but it's not looking like it's going to let us do that, so I guess we'll just run 90s. We'll start cruising away though on end rows here and then get that knocked out, and then we'll start getting going back and forth. I hope that everyone had a first great month of 2025 here, since it's the end of January now. Obviously this video is a little bit pre-recorded, so we don't quite have as many mods. Hopefully some awesome mods have came out in January that we'll get to see here pretty soon in the next coming episodes. I was kind of expecting to use a little more seed on planting sorghum, but really we still are like using no seed, and so we don't have to barely ever fill up this planter at all. This is a pretty steep side to this
farm field here. Lots of elevation difference on this field. Obviously that corner where we started is so low, and then we get all the way up here to this top corner where we're sitting at a pretty good angle. You know what would have been cool for them to do is add in some terraces into this thing. That would be sweet. There's our big field of corn right over there that we got planted a few episodes ago. I believe this is episode 10 of the Farming Simulator 25 series here on Riverbend Springs, so I hope you guys are all enjoying it. I'm excited to grow the farm here as we get through this first year of farming, as well as hopefully get our over $2 million loan paid off. I know that's going to take us a little while. It's like $2.3 million from that cattle operation, but I'm hoping the beef end up being pretty profitable for our operation right now, because, you know, I like buying equipment, and being $2.3 million in debt kind of slows that down for a little bit, which is not exactly what I want to do here. So keep my buying addiction going. We do also have our crop, our corn and soybeans, still in the bins from last harvest that we'll sell off here probably, like, I want to say July. June, July is kind of when we normally get the best price for those. Well, now that we got our first pass around the field done, we'll go ahead and take our marker line to finish up the second end row pass, and then our passes should just go right along the field starting over here by the road. Now, I said this was a big field, but honestly I don't think it's going to be too bad because this planter is big, and in real life we can get like 70 acres an hour done with this machine, so shouldn't take too long here in the whole grand scheme of things. I mean, just with one headland pass along there and two right there, that's already how much we got done on this thing. I got a question for you guys. What is your guys' favorite mod so far in Farming Simulator 25? Obviously, I don't know what's going to come out in January. This is a little bit pre-recorded, so I don't know what came out in January, but so far out of the mods that we've gotten so far, I would say this planter is decent, but it's not super great. It's got the markers that are messed up. They shouldn't be sitting up like that. So I would have to say that my favorite so far is probably the JHHG S series combines. Those things are always a good thing. Had them since so many games now. They keep remaking them, and they do a great job each time. JHHG, great job on those combines. And that's part of why I want to get out of debt on this farm, because I kind of want to buy one. I know we already have 2 combines already, but you know, what's a third one gonna hurt? I just love how there's so many customizations with those combines that you can really make them however you want for your operation. We also do have these hail spots in this field, which you can kind of see now. I know there's been some issues where like the crop won't grow there, but I hope that it grows. But I haven't fast forwarded time yet to see or not. There we go, the end row is finished up there. We'll get back into the field. Now obviously I don't want one of these in real life because not great, but I was kind of hoping we would get a tornado in Farming Simulator, because that's a feature in the game now, and it showed it in the weather before, but now that I look in the weather, there's nothing in the forecast for tornadoes. So I was kind of hoping we'd get that, but maybe we still will. I don't know. We'll have to see. Probably one of my biggest issues with the GPS in this game is why can't we get this set up to our rows are run the same way as this pass right here. No other side of this field is straight like this. Why can we not set the planter over half a swath more so we don't have to overplant half a planter width? Like, I don't understand that. It's a perfectly straight edge. Just make it come out equal. But with that, now we are on to just straight back and forth passes, auto steer all the way. Get this sorghum planted and in the ground. I don't even remember which field is next to plant sorghum on, so I'm going to check my crop map here, because I made a map of which fields are going to be corn, soybeans, and sorghum. So I need to look at that and see which is our next sorghum field. So it looks like our next sorghum planted field is going to be 26 and 27, so it's not too far away. Also a pretty small field too. A little bit of an odd shape though. See, this field was originally 3 different fields, and we've already like completely finished one field over on our right, which is why I wanted to combine these things together, because it just makes them be a little bit bigger. I mean, these still aren't ginormous fields, so I like that you're able to plow the ground to combine them all into one field, and it works seamlessly, and the auto steer works just fine as well. I have had some glitches with the auto steer though, that when I set it at a different angle for a different field, like it in the menu, it like doesn't actually switch, so hopefully that'll get fixed here. If you guys are enjoying the video though, make sure to hit that like button. Also consider subscribing to the channel. We're trying to make it to 4,000 subscribers by the end of March, so we got just about 2 full months to do that, so let's make sure we get there. I know you guys can do it. Also, if you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comment section below, and make sure you hit that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, whether it be anything Farming Simulator 25 related, American farming, or anything that has to do with the model farm toy world. Thank you all for your continued support, and enjoy the rest of the video. Planting sorghum. Look at that planter roll back there. We never seem to have as much going on during sorghum planting because we got all of our tillage done during corn planting, and soybeans are the only crop that we roll. So once we get on to soybean planting, then Jim's going to be running the roller, and he's going to be busy with that. And then we're going to get into having to spray everything. We can't put any fertilizer on with this planter, so we're going to be putting a lot of fertilizer on our corn crop at least. Probably our soybeans and sorghum right now as well, because in this game right now, that all uses fertilizer, unlike precision farming, which I sure hope we get back, because that would be awesome. Last pass of the field though, just finished up. We'll go ahead and turn the planter off, get it folded up, and head on to the next field and see if we can't get one more knocked out here before the end of the episode. Just a quick drive to get over there as we're just leaving the field now, and then we're gonna hop on the road here, just drive up the hill a little bit until we come up to the driveway, and then we'll pull on in. Steep hill for the 8RX right here. There we go. Right at the top of the hill is the entrance for the field, so we'll go ahead and pull in here. We're going to get this thing unfolded, get our auto track lines set up and ready to go, because the ones that just popped up, I don't think those are the ones we're going to want. Yeah, so our lines are having a little bit of an issue here where they want to split in the middle for some reason. Don't know why. But it looks like if we do that, it's a little bit of an angle off of straight, but it looks like doing it that way will cause our lines to not split right down the middle. So we'll go ahead, get backed up here, start doing a head row. Wow, headland end row. 2 things there. But yeah, we'll throw a marker down and get to work here on this small field. Now, one of the reasons it might be doing that and having that issue is because this was 2 fields to begin with, 2 small fields, and so I wanted to make it bigger, and that's how that works. Working down here next to the river though. No, don't put the 8RX in the river. That would not be a very good economical idea right now with the state the farm's in. Honestly, I think 1 end row around this field is going to work out just fine. We got to worry about that a little more with corn, because we have to actually follow the rows with the combine. Sorghum and soybeans, we don't really need to do that, so it doesn't matter as much for when we come back and harvest this field at a later date. Going on the straight rows. Right here, our auto steer line is just a little bit off. It's leaving a hair in between passes, but I don't think it'll be too big of a deal. We'll have to wait and see at harvest though, I guess. Well, over here we're overlapping right now, so it must be where that weird break is in the middle of the field that's kind of throwing some things off here. Shouldn't be too big of a deal, and we only got about 2 or 3 passes left on the field now. And there we go, moving on to the last pass of the field. And with that is probably going to be the end of the video. I know we didn't do much more than just sorghum planting today, but we need to get it done and knocked out here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give a like. Also consider subscribing to the channel. That'd mean a lot to me. Make sure to hit that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video here on the channel. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Model Deer Farmer, and I'll see y'all in the next one.